So let's solve gas prices today. Hey there, this is Tom with Tom's Talk Show, and gas prices are going crazy, and it seems like our current barely alive administration can't get out of their way to help people, and now there's more pipelines they want to shut down. I go back to the Trump era where we had achieved some energy independence. We were actually starting to export oil and things. And for myself, right, I'll say, okay, so if the United States is going to maintain probably its oil and gas consumption at the same rate for, quite a few years to come. Okay, so do we want to be pulling energy from countries where we have no control over that production? So do we want to be, beholden to, OPEC and other countries for oil that we know may not use the same, ecological methods of getting, the oil and energy out of the ground? I mean, Trump didn't really do much. All we had to do was get the government out of the way. All it requires is that government stop doing things. One of my friends has family who work on oil rigs in Alaska. And the day after Vice President Biden got into office, they had 50 oil wells that they were going to drill up there. And they were some of the largest deposits of oil and natural gas that they'd seen in a long time. So this would have been enough to, probably, this is anecdotal, but they said it probably could have powered just from those wells, probably could have powered the country for the next 10 or 20 years. So, and this is from a source that we already know, that we're already using, we're already drilling and have wells in Alaska. So, but the current administration decided, no, we're going to stop everything on government land. We're going to stop all our pipelines. We're going to stop all of our energy independence. And we're going to go be beholden to other countries. That just makes us weaker. So, I mean, we're going to do that in the name of, being ecologically friendly. Well, aren't you not understanding what you're doing? I mean, if we look at some of these countries here, this is a site called IQ Air. Qatar, Oman, I mean, all these, China, all these countries are really high on this list, and they're not doing anything about changing that. I mean, India has come down just a little bit, but as history is going, India is increasing. So here's India slowly continuing up. This is an annual fossil CO2 emissions and 2019 predictions. This is just a year old. But all other countries out here, which includes all the, OPEC countries and everything in the Middle East, they're by far outproducing us in any kind of emissions. We're actually kind of holding and dropping down currently. So, slow, moderate change keeps the economy going, keeps everything running. If we become more energy independent, then we can control how those oil companies are working and how much pollution they're putting in the air. And if we maintain that, then we can reduce our emissions. But if you see here in the 2000s, when really the next half of the digital age, everybody had a cell phone, everybody had, computers and everything else, and all those are being manufactured in China. So look at this line right here between 2000 to 2010. I mean, China has just exploded in what it's doing. So wouldn't it be better to be technologically independent from China? That way we can have all that manufacturing here. We can give, all these companies the ability to reduce all of their emissions and all that. So let's bring oil drilling and gas production here. Let's bring back manufacturing here, and then we can control all of this. I mean, other countries around here's another chart. China going again crazy off the charts. The United States slowly descending. India rapidly increasing. All other countries are way up here. So destroying our country, destroying everything that we have for something that's not going to make much of a difference. I mean, this is when I was in the 70s and I came down to Los Angeles. This is what it looked like. You know, you couldn't see buildings, you couldn't see anything. It was just, it was horrible. So, and today, I mean, I just moved from California and Los Angeles. Today, this is what I would see all the time. Nothing. I mean, there might be fog from the coast, because that coastal fog runs right up into Los Angeles at times, but this is what we would see all the time. I mean, very clear, very nice air, nothing, nothing brown and icky and dirty. So we have come hugely forward. So let's get our energy independence back. That as soon as we open, I mean, I'm hearing that they're going to think about shutting down still another pipeline that feeds oil, natural gas to the Northeast just in time for winter. That, to me, is premeditated murder, because if you do that, people are going to die. They're not going to be able to afford their bills. They're not going to be able to get heat and power into their homes, and it's going to be freezing cold, and people are going to die. That right there, premeditated murder. And I think this administration should be held accountable for that. Energy independence. Just get out of the way. Stop doing all the things that you're doing, and let's get out of the way, and let's get back to that independence, which will, amazingly enough, lower inflation. How will that happen? Well, as gas prices go up, as all these things happen, that truck that's driving to your, the food and materials and everything to your location. So it's more than just getting things to you. So we have a truck that has stuff that it needs to get to the factory, and then the factory makes those things, and then those things are then taken to, the store. So all of these, whether it's initially from a freight dock, or if it's from a local manufacturer or a local garden, local crops in your area, farmers, all that needs fuel to move to the store. And if gas is high, that price is passed right on to you. The moron Biden can say whatever he wants about, his budgets, things are paid for. No, they're not. All these people who have this money, if you tax them more, the companies that they own, they're just going to raise the prices of their products, and the end consumer is going to pay in the end again. So it's really simple math. The fact that they don't know all these things and can't figure this out, and I'm sitting here in my bedroom in my house in Florida, and I know how that works. It's ludicrous. Energy independence will help probably more than just about anything. It may even get people back on the road and working, because now, prices of things are going to come down, and I'm going to be able to work and be able to buy more and do things that I want to do. Energy independence. There we go. Solving problems every day. And I wish it were hard. I wish these problems were hard, but they're not. And they were just done, just a year ago. A little more than a year ago. So there we go. Thanks for watching. This is my new channel, just talking about all this stuff. So like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Take care.